The West, Muslims are separate from their book. Ilhan Omar, give her the Quran. If she can read a page, I promise you, I'll shave my beard tomorrow. If she can read a page from the Holy Quran. If the majority of these extremists who are now fighting, from Chechnya and Al-Shabaab in Somalia, if they know the Arabic alphabet, let alone read the Quran, I'd apologize to you. These people are brainwashed by the Muslim Brotherhood, who knew very well how to hijack a religion, right? And the problems we're facing today, by the way, are 100 years old. 98 years old. We're 100 years behind. So we can start again, or we can just be realistic and say, okay, we either go to war against these guys ideologically, be more vocal against them, or we just sit back and let them destroy society. And I choose to not sit back, and I choose to speak out. This group, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Mamdani, and there was a time where I wouldn't even dirty my mouth with their names, but because it's our responsibility to raise awareness, I'll say this: these people are not for America, not for America. Anyone who narrates religious scripture to an American audience and wants to govern through those values, in other way imposing the verses of the Quran on Jews and Christians in a city like New York, that is pure Islamism. It's pure Islamism, and the whole idea, about but the context was refugees and being kind. No. There is no context. No, they're using the case of refugees and immigrants to advocate for a weaker New York, because that's exactly what is banned in Saudi Arabia. You can't be a Muslim Brotherhood sympathizer or supporter or be linked to an organization like CARE, which, by the way, God bless Texas Governor Greg Abbott, and God bless Ron DeSantis for banning CARE and outlawing them and designating them as a terrorist organization, because that's exactly what they are. They're a terrorist entity. They've been banned in the Middle East and the UAE before America. So America, earlier I said, is heading in a right direction, because during the time of Obama and during the time of Biden, the Muslim Brotherhood was advising the White House. Imagine the fox advising you how to take care of your chickens.
Right.
Imagine that Bin Laden will come. That's it. Osama Bin Laden, Muslim Brotherhood. CARE, Muslim Brotherhood. That's it. Same ideology, same book, same scripture, same corpus. Same idols, same spiritual father, same books, same charter, same everything. So imagine Bin Laden advising you on national security in America.
Right. That's crazy.
It was outrageous. But that nonsense ended with Trump. And I think, raising awareness will prevent them from re-entering the White House again. If Hamas attacked the Saudis in that way, if they attacked another Muslim country, there would not be 2 years of negotiations with Hamas. Believe you me, it'll be nuclear if nuclear was an option. The idea of a ceasefire and let's release some from Israeli prisons so that we get a few hostages back, it would be an entirely different conversation. If you entered Saudi Arabia and massacred over 1,000 people, it'll be the end of Hamas and that conversation a week later. I'll tell you that. Right?
Same in America.
There will be no International Criminal Court of Justice and talks of genocide and none of that. It'll be gone.
A tense moment is unfolding as Ilhan Omar faces unexpected claims this time from an Imam speaking out publicly, and what was said is really raising serious questions. In a surprising turn, the Imam didn't hold back, calling attention to concerns that have been quietly building for some time. Supporters of Ilhan Omar say the claims are exaggerated or taken out of context, but critics, they believe this moment exposes deeper tensions, both politically and within part of the community. The situation quickly gained traction online, with reactions pouring in from all sides. Some are demanding clarity, others are urging caution before jumping to conclusions. And now, all eyes on how this unfolds next. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're new here, this is a safe space for real conversations about real situations. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you never miss a video. All video credit goes to the original creators of every stitch and clip used in this episode. Let's get into the video. I'll be right back with more commentaries.
Ilhan Omar update. Have you heard about her requesting the United States to step in and save this Muslim Brotherhood radical?
No.
CARE was actually started by the Palestinian Council, which is a direct arm of the Muslim Brotherhood. The Palestinian Council was told, you need to have a think tank, which has been since disbanded. You need to have a propaganda arm, which became CARE, and you need to have a fundraising arm for Hamas, which was eventually, those people were thrown in prison. So the only one that was remaining is the propaganda arm of the Muslim Brotherhood and the sister organization of Hamas.
It's just amazing.
That's CARE. Okay. All right. So who is she? Well, she's just a
wonderful
person that happens to be, directly connected to the Muslim Brotherhood. This is a terrorist organization. By the way, one of the people I think that she is posing with in a picture was featured in an Al Jazeera produced video dramatizing mom's situation as a human rights crisis. Now, this is the boy in the picture with Ilhan Omar. She's posing with the son of this Hoda woman that is in there. After he was on Al Jazeera, she reached out and she's like, "Oh, I want to help your Muslim Brotherhood mom." Why? Well, because again, CARE, who is holding her hand the entire time, is the parent organization of, the parent organization of CARE is the Muslim Brotherhood. If the Muslim Brotherhood has people in prison, she's going to stand up for them because she is being backed by the propaganda arm, CARE, of the Muslim Brotherhood. So this is foreign agent kind of stuff.
And make regime change really does not help the people of countries like Venezuela, and it certainly does not help, and it's not in the interest of the United States.
For Ilhan Omar to make comments about a regime change is wild considering her family's history, and I figured not enough people know about her family's history. So let's recap. Her dad and her grandfather were both high-ranking military officials to the Bar regime, which killed over 200,000 people. They're most famous for the Isaac genocide, and they were like, it was the worst of the worst. Aerial bombings, executions, man-made famine. People massively suffered under this regime with the help of people like Ilhan Omar's family, who supported the regime and carried out this horror. Also, you want to know how Barr started out? As a socialist and then became a murderous dictator. I digress. They have family ties to this guy known as the Butcher of Hargeisa, and his whole shtick was kill all but the crows. So I don't know about you, but I've never been in public or at a public gathering with a butcher of people. So the suffering of the people of Somalia was so bad that there was a civil war and the regime was overthrown. Her family fled to first Kenya and then Minnesota, claiming they're like these asylum seekers, these poor people. No. They were fleeing to escape being held accountable for what they did. She was not oppressed. Her family, they were the oppressors. So for the Democratic Party to have her as a representative is insane to me. Like, that's who you want your party to represent. That's who you want to represent your party. Really? And the way that they've like rebranded her as, oh, this poor refugee. No, she wasn't a refugee of war. Her family created the war.
Ilhan Omar loves Hamas. She loves Hamas. Why do I say that? Because we know she loves the Muslim Brotherhood. She is in with the Muslim Brotherhood. She meets with the Muslim Brotherhood. She loves the Muslim Brotherhood. I don't know if you've read the 1988 charter for Hamas, but I think everything that you hear on TV is a lie. And let me just read some of the highlights from the charter of Hamas. Remember, this was revised in 1988. Article 1 describes Hamas as an Islamic resistance movement with an ideological program of Islam. Now, I don't know if that's program or program. And Article 22 makes sweeping claims about Jewish influence and power. It specifically claims that Jews were responsible for instigating multiple revolutions and...
The question is, was this a misunderstanding or something bigger? One thing is clear, the story is far from over. Stay tuned because the next move could change everything. If you value conversations that go deeper than headlines, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already so you never miss future discussions. This channel exists just because of you. And conversations like this matter because you engage. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay compassionate, and most importantly, stay active in the dialogue. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.